Oh, everybody bugs out about Gary being on a record. Basically, after my producer Romeo said, "Yo, T, we need to do this war record, and we're gonna get, I'm gonna pull out my best guitarist, and we're gonna put the record together." Excuse me. We're gonna put the record together. We had thought of the idea driving around one day, so we needed a place to go lay it down because it was like, all right, we got the idea, we're gonna do this war record, T, and it's gonna be controversial, this and that, but it was such a good idea. We said we got to get this down now, so we didn't have time to book a real studio. But my producer Romeo said, "Yo, I know Gary Durden." Gary Durden, CSI, yeah, he lives in Venice or whatever, in LA. I'll call him up. He got a wonderful studio as a crib. And I'm like, whoa, cool. You know, I'm thinking, that's cool. We're going over to Gary Durden's house, CSI. All right, cool. So we call Gary up. Gary's like, all right, come all over. The funny thing is, when Romeo called Gary, Gary told Romeo, yeah, right, all right, you could come over, but he didn't believe, you coming with DMC. Like, you know, that's somebody calling, yo, Gary, I'm bringing DMC to record at your house. So Gary's like, yeah, all right, come on, y'all could come. So we get to Gary's house. So when we walk in Gary's house, I'm talking about his house studio was way better than half of the studios that exist in the world. I mean, everywhere. It was drums, and it was guitars, and it was banjos, and I mean, the board he had the whole digital Pro Tools with the big flat screen. It was an amazing studio. So we in there, and Gary's playing music he was doing. Like, he messes around, and I'm like, whoa, this cat's a real good musician. But we ain't getting nowhere yet, so we put the track up, I lay my vocals, and Gary, he was over there in the corner, he was doing a spoken word piece. And I heard him, and I was like, yo, that might be hot to put on a record, because people say poetry is a cousin of rap. So I was like, yo, Gary, why don't you lay whatever the hell you was just saying, put it on a record? And he was like, yo, really, really? And I was like, yeah. So he's like, hold on, give me a minute. Yo, let me pull out some of my fire. So he pulled out the piece that he put on the record, so he went in there and he started saying it. So he laid it in there, and I heard it, and I was like, yo, this is that, because we did it just to see if it would fit. But as soon as I heard it, on the third disc over on the 13th floor, it was like rap, but it was different. And I was like, yo, I'm keeping that. So Romeo was like, yo, are you serious? I was like, yo, it's hot to me. He was like, hey, it sounds good to me. So then after that, we had put the whole record together. We just had my little chant, they're all gonna get it in the end. They're all gonna get it. And we was like, yo, this is missing something. And Romeo was like, yo, well, we let Gary sing on the record. So now, mind you, I heard Gary music. I heard him do the spoken word piece, but I didn't hear him sing. But I was like, you know, if he could do it, let him go do it. So he went in a booth and he started singing. I mean, me and my man Treese, we was like, I mean, it wasn't like he's Gary Durden of CSI singing. It was like, this is Gary singing. And I was like, whoa. So once we finished, we played it back. It was a wrap. He's in the band.